So where is all of this going? Neil Crabtree, Pipeline Action Network, former Keystone Pipeline worker. Neil, I get a feeling here that this might not end. What do you think?
I've said this before, when they shut down the Keystone, that it just seemed like the beginning. And you're right. I've watched, segments this morning about the Dakota Access and how celebrities are going after that. And I'd just like to tell everybody in the country right now, these people have made a living off, they portray fictional characters on TV, and I represent real America. Let me worry about the pipeline. You worry about making movies.
Neil, they say that you and your friends, it's very easy to just move over to solar panels. What are you worried about? There's a big, future in that. What do you tell those people?
I've been asked that question 100 times here in the last few weeks about, getting a job making solar panels. And let me try to hit this from a different angle. We didn't go to college, to learn to do what we do. But that doesn't mean that we didn't spend years and years training on the job to advance ourselves to make the money that we do today. That's like telling a lawyer, hey, there ain't going to be no more attorneys in this country. You go be a dentist. That means you got to start all over. It's something you know absolutely nothing about. The administration that are treating blue-collar workers like they're second-class citizens, like just because you work construction means you can go do any other construction job. That's an insult to me. I think it's an insult to every blue-collar working American in this country.
Neil, don't tempt lawyer's fate here. If that idea that they might have to become dentists would not be totally a bad one. But I'm just wondering, what are you going to do? I mean, this is still happening. The administration is not reversing its stance. Maybe if some of these celebrities are indicating something halfway accurate, there's more to come of this. What happens? What are you going to do?
Well, I don't know. Like I said, it's been 3 weeks, since this administration, killed my job, and it's not something where you roll over and go to sleep at night and it's going to be better the next day. They've done something bigger. There's a bigger picture going on here, and I was actually excited this afternoon. I was contacted by my state. It needs to be legal action. That's where we need to be headed. The states that are affected by this, the governors, the senators, the attorney generals, it's time to get off the bench and get in the game, because we got real American families that are suffering because of this. This is, the men and women in this country, we feel like, pawns in a game of chess that's being played up in Washington, D.C. This ain't a game. This is real Americans, real families, real bills. This is real life, and it's time to get off the bench and get in the game and help us out.
I think Americans will start paying attention, when they start seeing prices rise at the pump, or heating oil and all this begin to rise, and all of them have. I don't know whether it's directly related to the Keystone news, but all of this is occurring when there's been an uptick in demand for all sorts of oil and related, traditional forms of energy. Talk about bad timing, right?
Yeah, it's bad timing, and the demand is still there for the oil and gas. It's always going to be there. We need leaders who understand that we need green projects, but we can't run this whole country off green energy. We need leaders who know that there's a balance. We got people like AOC in Washington who will laugh at our misfortunes over this pipeline industry. She probably goes through a gallon of oil every day in the amount of lipstick she wears. So the demand is out there for the product, and don't question the method in which we provide it.
Let me ask you, seriously, you've had great national buzz. A lot of people very impressed with your passion, your smarts about the industry. Some of them actually said, I've heard, run that guy for office. He gets it. I'm sure you've heard that. What do you think of that?
Well, yeah, I've been told I get it, and I'm just lucky enough that my story got out there, but there's millions of Americans out there that get it. There's a bunch of us, and it's time to start. We've got to do something. We can't keep headed down this direction. I mean, the direction that we're headed right now, you want to look at an experiment, look at California. They have shunned natural gas. They're trying to run the whole state off green energy. And right now, about 30% of it runs off green energy. They can't even keep the power on during the summer times. They have to actually call customers and say, hey, we're shutting you down today because we ain't got enough power to go around. Can you imagine a country dealing with that same problem? You talk about a national security issue.
Neil Crabtree, hang in there, my friend. I admire your passion. Even people who
Yes, sir.
disagree with you on the environmental front say, that guy, that's an impressive guy. Neil, again, be well, be safe. The meantime, oil prices have been on an uptick right now. A host of energy items have now. Others will say it's a strong economy, it's the turnaround, it's the prospect we're slowly coming out of our homes. But the demand's building, even as the supply is cutting. A little more to this.